The minimap is one of those things that's often overlooked, but it's such a vital, such an important part of Call of Duty. People always ask me, hey Reggie, how can I get better at the game? How can I have a better KDR? Well, it starts off with the minimap and the fundamentals, and that's what I'm breaking down for you guys today. Hey, welcome to another Call of Duty breakdown. This is going to be your location, but you can shoot, but make sure you reload, and this is why. See that? They're right there waiting which way you decide to go, but whichever way you decide to go, make sure you look at these spots. So clearly the bouncing Betty definitely has that range. You're going to see that right here. Even though it's more effective, it takes a lot longer. So one of the first major benefits of being able to understand the minimap is that you can now spot which one of your teammates are shooting. So in this situation, you're going to see that the teammate to my far right, his triangle keeps blinking back and forth. This indicates that he's the player shooting on the map. So you can use this if the enemy's using suppressed weapons and you're trying to figure out where the enemy team is at. Now another benefit of the minimap is that you can kind of predict where the enemies are going to spawn or be at. So in this situation, the player is actually running towards his teammates, not using the minimap, because if you use the minimap, you can kind of predict that if your spawn is in a certain area, as long as you're not playing demolition, the enemy team is going to be spawning away from your teammates. Now here's another scenario of the same type of situation. This player is running with a teammate as his second teammate spawns in the back. Now that spawning teammate in the back is an indication of a safe zone. Most likely there's not going to be enemies there. Where the enemies are going to be are to the far north and west of the map and the player. And that's what you see here. So one of the major benefits of being able to understand the minimap is that you can now utilize it for yourself to see when Ghost is working for you. So in this situation, I have Ghost on and I'm moving in a small area because that's the myth. As long as you keep moving, Ghost is going to work. However, when you look at the minimap, Ghost is actually working now as I move in a larger radius because the triangle is actually dim compared to before when it was highlighted. Now again, I've moved back into a small area and you can see on the minimap that the triangle is lit once more, indicating that Ghost isn't working. So basically, if you're moving in this type of motion, you want to move in a larger radius, in a larger circle, in order for Ghost to work. So Ghost won't work if you're moving in a small area or a small pattern. In another situation, I'm using Ghost once more and I'm shooting because Ghost isn't working. I'm moving in a small area thinking that Ghost is going to work, but it's not. However, once I take a few more steps ahead and increase my distance, you can see on the minimap that the triangle's dim now, indicating that Ghost is working. Again, here's an overview shot of the same thing. So basically, utilizing the minimap, you can use it to see when the enemy team calls in a UAV. You want to make sure that when you're using Ghost, it actually works for you. However, one of the last variables of using Ghost successfully is moving at the right speed. So if you're moving at a slow pace, it's not going to work. And I'm demonstrating that here by aiming down the sight using a heavy machine gun. I'm moving around in a long distance, but Ghost isn't working because I'm too slow. However, in this situation, same scenario, I'm aiming down the sight, but I'm actually using a submachine gun this time. So a submachine gun is light and it gives me enough speed and enough distance for Ghost to work. So that's the difference between the two. So I hope you guys learned something new today about the minimap, and I hope that this breakdown gives you guys a better understanding of how you can utilize the minimap to your own advantage and fit it to your own playing style. But as always guys, thanks for watching and take care.